Today we are going to talk about something really pertinent and important these days. A lot of us are talking about cognitive functions, cognitive abilities, and at the same time we are talking a lot about cognitive decline, and especially at an age like at my age, like 70 plus, people are these days getting in a lot of problem. Call it dementia. Let's be frank about things, because we're going to talk about certain things which can get us rid of all these problems. Even if we are faced with chronic ailments, even if we are faced with some big problem like the paralysis due to stroke, which I had 3 years back. But the point is that to start with, let's see who all are not wanting to be praised. We are almost living on praises and chocolates, I would call it, and we are living in the stick and carrot approach, you call it. But we all need self-esteem. We need somebody, so we need to feel we are some, special person, even if we are old and not doing anything. But the point I want to make here is that false praises, a false pride, all these things are really very, very dangerous. And that's what we are trying to learn, as to avoid the danger zones where we are likely to get into trouble. Now, as I mentioned, that what we are talking about is something serious. But if we are not having any praises, then we will not have a successor. But the point is that let's do something that we are worth praises. Now you will ask me that at your age of 70, with stroke paralysis, what can you do worth praising? And I will now, just tell you and inform you, a lot of you might already knowing and must be part of this, mission. I call it, the third month, I think, after about 98 days, I had started a Facebook group, Recovery from All Agonies, with an aim to start a sociotherapy through the, internet. Now, today is, in this day of internet, there are a lot of things which we can do, which we think we cannot be done. So we started this, and within about 20 days, I, posted, something which was, the theme of it was that I wish I was a paintbrush. I would fill the life of everyone with colors. And in the description part, I wrote down that if we are having a challenge of recovering from all agonies, any agony, some chronic ailment we are trying to live with, we have to take some, project, some challenge to sort of, decrease the pressure of that challenge we are going through. One of my friends, a very good friend, she said that, come on, for God's sake, when I am already under tons of pressure and I am going through a very big challenge in my life, like chronic ailments and all, at our age, so how can you expect me to be sharing the problems with others and, taking their burden? Now, how I explained it, to cut the story short, I tell you, those very friends, the same, people, they helped me develop, you could say, ideology that is called HOPE, helping other people evolve. HOPE, helping other people evolve. Now, how much have I evolved in the last 3 years? You better know. But now I'll tell you that the first thing which comes to our mind when we are, fighting with all these devils kind of things, is that we become very hard. The cocoon in which we are today is not soft. It's become too hard for us to get out of it and fly like a butterfly. How? Why? We are, under tons of pressure of hopelessness. We are feeling we are the only one who have troubles. We are, completely devoid of empathy. We have nothing altruistic in our life. Even if I have to sit in front of this camera and tell you that let's be good, let's be friends, let's share our problems, let's share our burden, I am sharing my burden to a great extent. And what has cost me? Nothing. So I am now telling you that all these problems make us a little hard nut. We are not ready to, compromise anything. We are not ready to join hands in any good thing, any praise anyone. We want us to be praised as we started. But now the last and the most important point I want to draw your attention to is that we have some natural metabolism, some systems working inside our body, inside our mind, which we want to strengthen today. Cognitive functions, you may call it, ability, we want to strengthen them. And the point is that when we saturate our pain and agony to the extent that our tolerance and our natural, forbearance is finished, then natural systems take over. They get saturated, so they switch off certain functions made for our purpose, but that stopping, for example, cognitive functions. We forget who we are. We are kind of in an intoxication. We don't know who we are, and we don't know who you are. Please, don't feel bad about it. But if you have been able to understand this point, that our pressure of tons of burden makes us a hard personality. We are not ready to have any sympathy for anyone, any compassion for anyone. And the result is that our cocoon becomes hard. We can't really fly out of that like a butterfly. And so the result is that systems switch off certain cognitive, functions and certain cognitive, areas. And first and most important is our memory and our understanding, our thinking faculties, they get affected. And that may be called as dementia. Although, I want to tell you one more thing. Don't be surprised if you one day think, I'm not remembering this. And who was this person? Just imagine, just remember, it's your switched off functions by the nature, by the God Almighty. So take care of yourself and never be worried about anything happening around. Just be confident and let's praise each other. So I hope you listen to this complete video and I hope you like it. If you don't, say so. And thank you very much.